Hola, bandidos. ¿Cómo estamos? It is Wednesdays with Magic Mel. I just recorded one live, but I realized I didn't put the sound on. It's all good. Here we are. It was interesting because I was speaking about coming online and how it's time for you to come online. Yes, with me here in Mel's Magic Official, but to come online in your life, more importantly, and in your energy. What does that mean? I'm sure you've heard of the expression turning lead into gold. Well, we are coming out of the age of Kali Yuga, which has been the spiritual dark ages, and we are ascending into a new age. And literally, we are asked to light up from the inside, to come online in our being again. How do you do that? You do that by connecting, reconnecting with the innate light that is in you. Connecting with your innate light has a lot to do with your worthiness. Because if you don't deem yourself as worthy, then you will not pursue and go after what you want in life, what makes you happy, what lights you up, what makes you passionate. And you will literally not shine because it is in following our curiosity, our excitement. I mean, look at my eyes. Excitement, it lights you up from the inside. It's a type of energy. But if you're not pursuing that, if you're not connecting with that, then you might feel apathy, disconnection, boredom, powerlessness. So, how in your life has an unconscious belief of unworthiness tainted your decisions and your lifestyle? The way you look at yourself, the way you speak at yourself, the way you act. If you do not connect and uncover that sense of unworthiness, then you cannot declare the opposite, which is your worthiness. And worthiness has everything to do with you realizing that you are divine, that the divine is not just something out there because we can argue, yes, everything, everything is sacred, everything, because we're all part of this, everything is part of it. But if you do not recognize the divine within you, then of course you're not going to act like you are worthy. Because connecting to your divinity will allow yourself to declare your worthiness. I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy. I know who I am, I know who I am, I know who I am. I know what I am, I know what I am, I know what I am. I am free, I am free, I am free. These declarations are very, very powerful. The way you speak to yourself is very powerful because your cells vibrate and your cells listen. You are also biochemically made up of 60% water, your brain even more. So imagine this body of water receiving what you have to tell it, receiving either your negativity or your positivity. You will vibrate at the rate that your self narration is setting. Coming online, visualize a switchboard. Everything is black. You coming online lights up part of the switchboard and it will feed as a fractal back into the collective because we're all connected. So you coming online, you shine your light will light up the collective and will help the collective remember their light. So if you want to look at it from an altruistic point of view, do it for yourself and others. Do it for others also. But just focus on yourself. You don't have to carry the world on your shoulders, burden yourself. You're responsible to be in alignment with your light, with your energy, to honor that. And you can't do that properly if you do not deem yourself as worthy. So look inside a little bit. How are you holding yourself back? Why are you holding yourself back? If you follow that line of inquiry, perhaps you will discover that a part of you feels unsafe in being really happy. What will others think? I can't do that because, I can't shine brighter than the others. What, they're going to judge me, they're going to abandon me. If you listen to that aspect of you, that voice in you carefully, you perhaps will discover that it is fearful, that it wants to keep you safe. And in recognizing that, perhaps you can send your love to that aspect of you. Because the essential question, to which everything boils down to, is, do you choose love or fear? And that essential questioning will direct one timeline or the other. Do you love yourself enough to allow yourself to shine, to allow yourself to come online, to allow yourself to be happy and joyful and do and create a life that represents and expresses your happiness, or not? And I know that a large part of the population is in real survival mode, crisis, conflict scenarios, but a lot of us are not. But we are still in the survival paradigm, even though we're not directly threatened. So, how is that? How come you're still in a survival mode, even though you're not physically threatened by anything? That survival paradigm was formed because of a reason. So perhaps you were born in a situation that was traumatizing, that was traumatic in your childhood. Hence, those coping mechanisms developed to keep you safe, because at that point in time, they had to keep you safe. But if you look around you now, isn't that an outdated way of being? Isn't that very coping mechanism that allowed you to be safe in the past blocking you now from happiness, from coming online, from evolving? Dialogue with yourself. In what ways are you sabotaging your own happiness? In what ways are you not allowing yourself to be happy? What ways of thinking and believing keep you separate from your joy, from your source, from your divinity? In what way is that keeping you small? It's important to ask, because your smallness doesn't serve you nor the world anymore. We need you to come online. We need you to shine, connect with your gifts, connect with your worthiness, so you can share that with the world. Because without that, the world is a little bit poorer. That's how important you are. Your light and your gifts are a blessing to the world and to yourself. It's all about you in that sense, because you are the center of your universe. And the way you feel and think in the inside will reflect in the outside. That's how powerful you are. If you discover an underlying sense of unworthiness, be inquisitive, be curious. Where does that come from? Maybe you can trace it back from a childhood event. Because as children, we're not capable of processing things rationally. Our brain is not developed in that way yet. So if we are disconnected, or if our needs are not met, emotional needs, not just the physical needs, emotional needs are not met, we will put it on ourselves, because it's just inconceivable that our parents would do that. Because our parents at that stage in life are like gods to us, no? We depend on them. So if your needs haven't been met as a child, you probably started telling yourself that you're unworthy, that you're not good enough. And you've probably dragged that belief out into adulthood because essentially your inner child is still there within you right now. All of the past versions of you, regardless your age, of any age, are still online, are still alive in you right now because you're multidimensional. You're not just this one interface at the very age you are now. Be inquisitive, be gentle in your inquiry, but realize that at some point you have to make a choice. At some point you have to embrace, embody, and declare your worthiness. Because if you don't, nobody's going to choose that for you. You have the power to choose and decide what you believe about yourself because you are the author of your own story. What's that story going to be? And if you have doubt, if you question your worthiness, go deeper. Ask yourself, what are those questions? Where are those voices coming from? Whose voices are they anyway? And what is the intention of that voice? Is it trying to keep me safe or is it allowing me to be happy? Does it still serve me now at this point in time going forward? Or has it had its purpose in the past? Bowing down and releasing with love and gratitude, i.e., grace. Do that inner work because we need your joy. We need you to come online. We need you to shine because your light lights up the world. And your joy lights up the world. It's much less out of reach than you think it is. It's very close. You just got to reach out and embody it. My RAM is closing down, so I need to end this video, but I hope you take away an inspiration for self-inquiry. Because you cannot change the script if you're not aware of your own script. So self-awareness is crucial. Self-reflection is crucial here to reclaim your sense of worthiness, to reclaim your power, to reclaim everything that you want to embody. The good stuff, no? More soon. Stay tuned, guys. Reclaim your sense of worthiness. I'm there with you. You can work with me. Stay connected. Message me. And join me on my Patreon channel where I am forming a beautiful tribe of like-minded individuals like you and me. Okay? So we can support each other and inspire each other. Join me on my Patreon. I love you. Ciao, bandidos. Ciao.